What is the image that comes to your mind when you hear the word elder today? Is it a person who is healthy or who is mostly ill? Is it a person with a good income or a person that barely makes it to the end of the month? Well, today I want us to dive into a different definition of elder. I want you to see with me a person who is an embodiment of wisdom, a person who has gained so much knowledge by experience through his or her long life, that it is a person, a human being that deserves to be provided completely. Welcome, dear dreamers, into a new episode of the Postcards of the New Earth. Today we will go straight into a reality where elders are honored, where elders are acknowledged for the treasure they are, for the preciousness they bring to the society, for the wisdom they're able to share with younger people, with children, with each and every one of us, bringing us back into the times where society was a different society, where production were more sustainable, where trash was not an issue, because almost everything was a zero waste practice. And today we are not seeing elders as the weakest, one of the weakest segments of the society, but as treasures. Elders do not deserve to be stuck in huge elder homes where the care for them is optional. Elders do not deserve to live in fear, not knowing if they will be able to come at the end of the month because of the low income through pensions they are getting. And the families of elders do not deserve to live in fear of not knowing how to help and provide for them if a more serious health condition arises. And how society is today, often it happens, unfortunately, that a person runs through life doing a job she or he do not like to reach the heavenly time of pension, and by the time he or she gets there, some major illness come and their elderly times never occur. Today we want to imagine a different world. If the elders are seen for what they are, treasures, a society can provide for them. If the elders are taken care of, they can become a huge asset for society. How would it be if elders would have beautiful daycare centers where they can spend their free time and be also provided with meals, so the loneliness that most of the elders go through would disappear? And how would it be if in these elderly centers also the youngest children would have a home, a place to stay. I've always imagined this combo, the children on one side and the elders on the other. How much wisdom from one side can be passed, and how much joy of living from the other. What a beautiful, beautiful co-living could it represent, having elders and children in centers together. My country, Slovenia, has already a wonderful practice for elders that in regards to transportation. An elder person can apply for a completely free transportation by bus and by train. And this means that if somebody wakes up in the morning and wants to go to take a coffee in the capital city, they can. It's free of charge. And if they want to go to visit their son with his family that is living in another city, they can. It is free of charge. And how would it be if these services for the elders would go further? If we would allow them to have free movies tickets, free theater tickets, and all the sports available for them. So provide them with experiences that are deeply nurturing for the body and for the soul. For sure, the health-related issues to depression due to loneliness and cardiovascular diseases due to the absence of movement and sport would of course decrease, and therefore the national costs for hospitalization and doctors and medicals would far decrease. And this means that these funds could be easily used to prevent diseases, allowing a high quality time for the elders. Elders have been seen in the past as the holders of wisdom. And how would it be if these elders would be the ones spending time with children and passing these wisdoms, not from books, but from the experiences? You know very well that when an information comes from an embodied person, from a person who has lived that situation, who has get to know that topic, who has had that experience, the information will be passed in such a profound way that it will stay with you. It will come to you. It will not be a mere information coming from a book or just from the segment of mind that will enter you and leave you very soon. The embodied information is what the elders have. And before Google, we used to, when we want to know something about a bird, we would used to go in search of an elder and ask him, what does he know about that bird? And we would get to hear stories about that bird and how that bird sings and how does he migrate, and all sorts of information that is not just information. It is a story, and the story awakens our heart, our imagination, and allows the information to stay allows the information to be really passed to us. What do we need to do to allow a decent, joyful autumn of life to the elderly members of our society? What do we need to change to cancel the fear of the future about elder times? How can we restore a society where elders are deeply honored and respected? So close your eyes and imagine knowing with every cell of your body that when your time comes and when your vital energy organically diminishes and the capabilities of your body are not the same, you will be provided. Know that your wisdom will be treasured. Know that you will be seen as a precious holder of knowledge, much more interesting than ChatGPT. Know that your stories will be jewels, will be pearls to collect. Know that your company will be highly appreciated by children and younger people, striving to know more, to know about life, exactly the life that you lived. And know that your body will cooperate, will be healthy. And if not, you will be taken care in a holistic, natural way. Elders as the most precious segment of the society. Elders as the cherished member of the society. Elders as the most honored members of the society. This is how it is. This is how it has always meant to be. If you liked this picture, this postcard, this image of happy, honored elders, I invite you to subscribe and follow me along this journey where we will look at so much more possibilities of making this earth what it was always meant to be.